According to the Seth material channeled by Jane Roberts, animals are not just mechanical biological entities, nor are they lesser spiritual beings. They are fully conscious, possess their own unique form of ego, and are deeply plugged into the inner workings of reality in ways humans often forget. Seth explains that animals are intensely aware of their own individuality, yet they do not suffer from the same sense of isolation that humans do. While a human might spend years trying to feel connected to the universe, an animal exists in a state of constant, effortless connection. They understand that they are an extension of nature, and they do not view themselves as separate from the environment. To an animal, the wind, the trees, and the earth are not just external surroundings. They are an extension of their own living being. One of Seth's most profound revelations about animals is their unique relationship with time. Humans view time as a rigid line, constantly worrying about the future or regretting the past. Animals, however, live in a spacious present. This does not mean they have no memory or cannot anticipate future events. Instead, it means they experience the past, present, and future as a unified moment. When a dog waits for its owner, or a predator stalks its prey, they are utilizing an innate, multidimensional understanding of time. That allows them to be completely immersed in the current moment, while remaining perfectly synchronized with future probabilities. This fluid relationship with time and reality gives animals what Seth calls an innate, telepathic communication system. Animals do not rely solely on physical sounds or body language to communicate. They operate within a vast, invisible web of consciousness. They share information instantly across distances, broadcasting their emotions, intentions, and environmental awareness to one another. This telepathic network is what coordinates the sudden, synchronized movements of a flock of birds or a school of fish. They do not need a leader to signal a turn because they are operating as a single, cooperative unit of consciousness. Seth points out that humans possess this exact same telepathic ability, but we have largely blocked it out in favor of verbal language and rational thought. Animals, by remaining plugged into this inner network, serve as a bridge between the physical world and the inner landscape of consciousness. They are acutely aware of the emotional atmosphere of their environments. A pet, for example, does not just react to its owner's physical actions. It reacts to the owner's underlying telepathic and emotional reality. If you are anxious, angry, or peaceful, an animal registers that energy instantly, often acting it out through their own behavior. This brings us to the profound role that animals play in relation to humanity. According to Seth, the relationship between humans and animals is entirely cooperative, even when it appears adversarial on the surface, helping to ground, balance, and clean the emotional and psychic atmosphere generated by human consciousness. They absorb excess psychic tension from the human environment, sacrificing their own comfort to maintain equilibrium. Even the concept of predators and prey is viewed through a completely different lens in the Seth material. But Seth explains that on an inner, subsurface level, there is a deep, sacred agreement between the species. The animal that is consumed understands its role in the greater cycle of life and vitality. It does not experience the psychological terror of death the way a human would imagine it, because it knows that consciousness cannot be destroyed. The consciousness of the prey willingly merges with the consciousness of the predator, contributing its energy to the continuation of life. Furthermore, Seth emphasizes that animals possess their own version of the soul, or what he refers to as the entity. Just like humans, animal consciousness continues to evolve, learn, and expand after physical death. The specific personality of a beloved pet, or even a wild creature, persists beyond the physical plane. Animals also possess a magnificent form of creativity, expressed through the mastery of their own biology and environment. Their very bodies and behaviors are a living canvas, displaying an intimate knowledge of physical laws and genetics. Seth challenges the human egoistic view that we are at the top of an evolutionary ladder. In the grand tapestry of existence, animals are our equal partners, They are co-creators of the earthly experience. When we look into the eyes of an animal, we're not looking at a brother or sister consciousness, looking back at us with a profound understanding of the universe.
Physical reality is not something that happens to us. It is a materialization of our innermost thoughts. Welcome to Living Seth.